Eva Hermann was once Germany's face on the nightly news. She was voted Germany's favorite news anchor in 2003. But her life and her career took a dramatic turn with the birth of her first child, when she discovered the joy of motherhood.
I was a typical career woman and had a baby pretty late in my 30s, and it really changed my perspective on life and turned my world upside down.
She decided more German women needed to know about the importance of motherhood. And with her books The Eva Principle and The Noah's Ark Principle, she became a champion of family values and stay-at-home moms. And that made her a target of Germany's feminist and politically correct media, which began attacking Hermann.
A journalist reported that I had praised the Nazis, but it wasn't true. I had denounced the Nazis, but the German papers were happy to publish this false accusation because they didn't like me, and I was fired from my job.
Virtually all Western nations have to deal with some political correctness, but it's been a powerful force in Germany, and publicly expressing the wrong opinion about sex, gender, climate change, or Muslim immigration could get you in trouble. When it comes to climate change, the German government has been all in, even telling Germans to eat less meat to save the planet.
When ClimateGate took place, or when it started, the media actually didn't write anything about it. I mean, if you didn't read English, you didn't know about it. And then some German blogs wrote about it.
Wolfgang Müller is an economist at the Institute for Free Enterprise in Berlin.
I mean, the Germans are not very religious. And it's a serious statement if you say that our environmentalism is a substitute to religion. I mean, I would say one can even support this in an academic study. I'm serious.
Publicly criticizing Islamic immigration has been risky. When Thilo Sarrazin of Germany's central bank wrote a book last year about the dangers of Muslim immigration, the book became a bestseller, but Sarrazin lost his job. As is the case across Europe, opponents of Islamic immigration are often labeled fascist by the German left. So what's fascist and what's anti-fascist? In Europe today, if you think Christian civilization is worth protecting, is superior to Islam, and you're fighting against Islamization, you are a fascist. A few weeks ago, Germany began debating whether to put opponents of Islamization, so-called Islamophobes, under police surveillance.
You know that you stand on nothing except oppression and darkness and hatred.
When American Islamic expert Robert Spencer and others tried to hold a rally in Stuttgart for human rights and against the spread of Muslim Sharia law in Germany, he and others were physically threatened by the left. Then their photos were put on a website that encouraged Germans to attack them. Germany today is ruled by baby boomers, a generation they call the 68ers. These former hippies initiated a cultural revolution in Germany in the name of more freedom, but it also brought intolerance. Monika Ebeling was an equal rights officer who decided men's rights were as important as women's rights. And she started working to help men in divorce cases. And because of it, she was removed from her job.
I did nothing wrong, but it's not politically correct in Germany to help men as well as women. And this was the reason I was fired. They said they didn't want a men's rights officer, but a women's rights officer.
Ebeling became a lightning rod to Germany's feminists who believe men are a problem. They pursued Ebeling to her next job as a kindergarten principal and tried to get her fired.
The feminists tried to tell us that men have more rights, but it's not true. We've reversed the situation where women now have more rights than men.
But the casualties of political correctness, the Germans who have seen their careers ruined, have helped gradually change the debate in Germany. Polls show fewer and fewer Germans now believe climate change is a problem. Topics like Muslim immigration and feminism are being vigorously debated. The 68ers are aging and passing from the scene, and Eva Hermann says Germany is already changing.
The 68ers are gradually leaving their positions. Those succeeding them are more ambivalent. Many of the young people oppose them, and above all, the people in this country for whom faith is important are raising their voices again.
Dale Hurd, CBN News, Cologne.